We chose to approach Renae for our daughter because we had seen other counselors in the past and had a little bit of an effect. However, we went through a little bit of a crisis with her and felt that we needed to dive a little bit deeper. So we thought that we would try a different angle. And I had a couple of people recommend Renae to me, so we thought we would give it a try. The benefits that we found about working with Renae was that she did not, or should I say, she held our daughter accountable. She made sure that she couldn't continue the patterns that the path that she was on, that she had to take a look at her actions and how they were impacting her future. And it made a huge difference in her life. Renae's approach, I believe, is different than what you would get just going to a regular counselor, because I think that with a counselor, they just sit back and they listen and they don't give a lot of solutions. And I feel that Avery received the solutions that she needed in a way that she could understand them, so she could work week to week and learn how to integrate them into how she approached situations in her life, with her friendships, with her family, with school, just her overall attitude. I believe that she was given the tools that she needed to move forward. Prior to seeing Renae, our daughter was very withdrawn. She spent a lot of time in her room and on her phone and was in her own little world. Lots of negativity, back talk, just a very unhappy child and someone that wasn't a lot of fun to be around, quite honestly. Since she's gone through the program, I could see progressively week through week as she started to come out of her shell. She started to spend more time with us, communicate more with us, and as we finished up the program, there was no more back talk. Very easy to have a conversation with her. I could see the light come back into her eyes, and it was beautiful. Our daughter went through the private coaching sessions, which I believe worked very well for her. I don't know that she would have opened up to the same capacity if she would have been in a group with a bunch of other girls. So it really gave her the space to be able to just be who she was and be honest and open with Renae and what she was going through. The parent sessions that we had, I believe, were very, very valuable. Outside of what was going on with our daughter, it really shed some light on our own relationship and maybe how we were fostering some of the behaviors that she was displaying. So it gave us the tools to be able to, I guess, walk with her on her journey, and also to walk on our separate journeys beside her. So it was very beneficial. I think that it was a necessary part of going through it. So we always had that input in what was happening with her. But also Renae would come back and kind of put it back on us a little bit. And it's like, well, what are you guys doing? How are you moving forward? How are you making it easier for her on her journey as well? While our daughter was going through this process, it really opened up an opportunity for me to dive a little bit deeper into my own work that I know I need to do for myself. So just watching the progression that she had made me get a little bit more curious and a little bit more interested in the part that I have played to contribute to her life, and the fact that I needed to separate myself from that and to, start walking in my own shoes and walk along beside her rather than feeling like I had to carry her on her journey. So it was very impactful for me, and it's made me continue my work on myself moving forward as well. I have told many friends and people that I know that I believe that this is something that all girls should go through. Just watching the interaction of girls at this age and how they don't have the tools to interact with each other. There can be so much hurt that they impose on each other without even realizing that they're doing it, because they don't understand how to communicate effectively. They don't have the self-confidence inside of them, so they lash out at others. And you know, it just breaks my heart because it's such a hard place for girls to be, and then they just move and they get older and they just continue with this into adulthood. And I think that there's such a benefit. I just feel so blessed that my daughter's had the opportunity to go through this, because then she can continue this work moving forward, as opposed to being my age and having to continually be working on these processes year after year after year. So I believe every girl should go through a program like this. I believe that this has been a transformation in our life with our daughter as a family unit. I mean, it's just been, we went through a lot of challenges. It was a really hard time that we went through with our daughter. However, I feel that so much good has come out of it, that there were so many lessons that have been learned, and I am just so grateful to Renae for everything that she has done for our family, and we will continue to work with her. I believe that it's something that my daughter will continue on the journey with Renae for until at least she's graduated from high school, because I see the importance of it, and that continual checking in and making sure that, you know, she's still on the right path, because it's so easy to be pulled in a different direction, especially when they get going into high school and mixing in with different groups of people. So I believe for us it will be a journey that will continue right through till she graduates, and who knows, maybe even further than that. Hopefully she'll have learned it by then, but you never know, right? I'm still working on it myself.